This week on Around the Monitor, we're talking Twitch. Twitch rolls out subscriber-only streams, and they allow Dr. Disrespect back on after only a 2-week suspension. But hey, at least they're not Mixer. Get ready to go Around the Monitor.
Let's go.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to Around the Monitor for the week of June the 28th. I'm your host, King Kaiser, and this is the weekly gaming news talk show where every point you make in the discussion is a point towards winning. If you're watching us live on twitch.tv/King Kaiser, that's greatly appreciated, but you can also check us out on YouTube at Around the Monitor on there. We also have a Instagram Around the Monitor, Twitch, or Twitter Around the Monitor. Actually, it's Around the Monito because one letter is too long. Embarrassing. Life is terrible. It's festive. I think that's all this. Oh, and also on Facebook at Around the Monitor. But joining us this week, we've got the unlucky tacticianer, the Green 8 Ball.
Yeah, so it's been a while, and I wanted to show this for Banjo's reveal, but these are my rare Christmas cards.
You got to give us the zoom in on that.
And 2001.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
They were signed by the actual people of Right Rare. They sent us Christmas cards back.
That's actually really fucking cool. Damn.
Yeah, before the company sold the cards out of my. But I got Grant.
You have Grant Kirkhope's signature?
Is my favorite one.
Fuck, I'm jelly.
Pretty dope.
Next up, we've got Master Hand Mizuki.
Join dead.
Damn, that's good. Damn, that's good. Audio listeners, he is wearing a Watch Dogs 3 pig mask with a monocle and a cigar. Rise up, gamers. Yes. Damn, that's excellent. We also have He Only Does Anything, Baritsu Baru.
Hey, if you can't guess what game this shirt is from, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hey. But really, comment if you know what game this shirt's from.
Everybody knows
what
game that
is.
I bet you do not. I bet you actually don't.
It's Undertale, obviously.
Well, they do have hearts in that.
No.
And
I hate this guy.
Last but not least, back from the 7 Seas of Rye, it's Hayo590. Dude, man, I'm fucking. We're workshopping things for you, okay? Well,
we gotta
you know
keep
what?
workshopping. We gotta go back to the fucking workshop.
What happened to,
We decided not to do that joke anymore, and now I just get bagged on whenever.
Did it hurt Tyler's feelings?
It actually hurt somebody else's feelings on my behalf, which I'm a little like, oh, nice.
I got a comment about it.
Yeah.
Anyways,
So we gotta stop doing it because we're offended.
Anyways,
People.
let's.
It was probably Hayo made a account and commented and was like, "You gotta stop this."
Yes. So this week I was gonna actually kind of do the normal, or what has become the normal of having everybody get to choose 2 different topics, but just in a small discussion about the first topic we're going to get into here, we actually had a lot of strong feelings on this, so I figured it would be nice to have everybody kind of go and get about a minute and a half to discuss their feelings on it, just to make it a little bit more concise so we're not talking too much about the same stuff. But this week, this article comes from Kotaku. Twitch is launching subscriber-only streaming on Twitch, the platform we are currently using. If you're a subscriber, let us know if you'd be interested for subscriber-only content. But the Green 8 Ball,
You're not.
Well, that's too damn bad. Subscribe. The Green 8 Ball, I want to start with you. You seem to have the most strong opinions on this, and that's the best place to start things off with. So please give us your perspective.
So Twitch is a company just like YouTube and other Disney, Amazon, who even if they make huge mistakes, they have no competition. So they're like little cockroaches that can just like survive no matter what they fucking put out. Disney's example is they will release very terrible Star Wars movies and no one can see the fuck. But Twitch does this thing right here, and this is a horrible decision, and it's funny because their motto says build a community, whatnot, and nothing says building a community like hiding stuff behind paywalls and alienating half your viewer base.
I mean, hey, if half of your viewers are subscribed to you, that's a fucking great number.
Yeah, great. Boys, baby. But yeah, but it literally hurts I think the affiliates and smaller streamers much more. Big guys might be able to use it, but honestly, here's the crux of it. If you really want to like show support for your people who are supporting you, your subs, the most treasured people you probably have, people who are paying you to provide this content. Here's some steps. You have sub days. You reward them for being loyal. You provide them good content because they're supporting you and they made you for who you are. So like, you do that instead of hiding shit behind fucking like half their like, oh, you have to sub to see this stuff. Like, don't do that. Trust me. Just provide them good content. Have sub days. Say, hey, I respect you for subbing to me, and I really want to show you everything I can because you don't want to alienate half your viewer base. That's just the dumbest thing you could do, shooting yourself in the own foot. Just don't do it. And Twitch, honestly, if I could leave you and go to somebody else, I probably would.
Hey man,
but the problem is there is
what
nobody
are you talking
else.
About?
It's the same as YouTube. So, yeah. Or Plays.tv or
and
Facebook
there's also YouTube
streams,
streams man. You got like 700 subscribers on YouTube. I don't know, man.
And none of
I would actually think about that.
Yeah.
You could probably actually suddenly
89,
become
but
really popular if you use that.
No, because I like Muck a lot, but I'm not grimy enough for that. So.
You know what? I'm gonna give you an extra point for that one. That's the dumb kind of jokes that I like. So good points for you. I'm gonna skip around here. Let's jump to Hio 5 Nano next because I feel like you had a more moderate stance on that, and also. You're not a man of the people, but you're a streamer of the people. You're a worker of the people. You're in the trenches, you know. You're streaming constantly all the time. I want to hear your opinions on this.
So I'm also I do stream as well. I got less subs than 8Ball and less viewers than 8Ball, but I differ from him. I think this could be a potential good thing. If used properly by the people who want to take advantage of it. It shouldn't be something that should replace your streams entirely. It really shouldn't even be something that everybody wants to watch if you're doing it. You need to be talking with your subs and saying, hey, what is it you guys want to see from me? Maybe talking about those sub days he was talking about, doing stuff with subs. If you have a community that really likes hearing you trash on their games or something, or if you have a community that wants you to coach them on a very specific small environment, or if you have a super toxic community except for your subs, like some atrocious streamers, you know, maybe this is the move for you. You can have a little bit of time set aside outside of your normal streaming schedule where you're doing something extra for these guys. It's specialized to them, and even if, let's say, somebody clips your entire video, puts it on YouTube and says, hey, sub only stream, you click on it and you're like, wait, this is fucking awful, or this is definitely not something I'm interested in, but the subs like it. It's like, hey, that's a little something extra for them. I was thinking that this could be some kind of like Patreon integration, but I don't think it's quite that clean where like you sub to Twitch and it's automatically a certain tier of Patreon or something. But if you could somehow, a lot of people have like third-party websites they go to get their extra money off of because YouTube doesn't pay the bills or something. If you could somehow integrate that, or hey, you subbed to me on Twitch, and you guys, the Twitch subs get something, the YouTube subs
that would be
something like
that'd be a really interesting move to see if Twitch would partner with Patreon, or if Patreon partners with any of the video services. That would be, I feel like, a pretty big, because now, like, speaking as someone who does give money on Patreon, like, it's such a pain in the ass to watch some of the special content. You have to like click on the special email that only you get, and it has a link to an unlisted video on YouTube, and it's like, Jesus God, like. It's not that difficult, but it's kind of impersonal for what should be a really personal thing. Even the video is like, hey, I'm talking to the subs directly or whatever. But anyways, Mizuki, I'm going to jump to you next to kind of get your opinion on this. You're also a new small time streamer. I don't know if you consume much content on Twitch.
Sometimes.
Apart from maybe the show, but give us a...
I watch a little bit of stuff. I don't think this is all that bad. Surprisingly, I mostly agree with Hayo, which is not something I usually say on the show, so... Surprisingly, mostly agree with Hayo. In order to really get use out of the sub-only feature, like, you're still gonna have to grow your community. It's not like you can only do sub-only stuff and grow. So like big streamers, I imagine this will probably just replace sub day for them. It's like, oh, instead of just playing with subs, I'll play with subs and do a stream only for subs, and hopefully that'll encourage more people to sub. I don't really have a problem with that. Your smaller time streamers, they're not going to really get a whole lot of use out of this, but they already don't get a whole lot of use out of a lot of the other subscriber stuff other than like emotes, really. So I don't really see it as a big problem. I do see it as a problem for moderating. I wouldn't be surprised if you start getting some sketchy stuff on the sub-only streams for the first while. So we'll see if
sub-only stream, cool, I'm going to go into a public bathroom.
Scandals. Yeah! I wouldn't be surprised to have a lot of like cam girl stuff and other things pop up on sub-only for a while. And then depending on Twitch's reaction to that content, it'll either become a festering wound or it'll get knocked out quickly and people won't really abuse it. So that's really up to their mod team.
Yeah, but
it'll be cool.
It definitely has a possibility of going very negative. Baritsu Baro, as probably the least involved streamer out of all the people here, but I don't know if you consume any Twitch content, but how do you feel about this? Does this do anything for you?
Well, here's the thing. I think of this if I were a streamer. So I thought about this topic in terms of what how I would handle this, and I thought of it kind of like for those McElroy brother content enjoyers out there, or anyone who enjoys anything on Maximum Fun, the podcast network. This kind of is similar to me in terms of how Maximum Fun, you can enjoy any content for free in terms of the main library of work, but then they do the Max Fun drive where they basically, if you subscribe to Maximum Fun or give money, you then have an access to additional content. So I feel like if I were a streamer, my logical course of action would be I would have a regularly scheduled set of streams, and then this would give incentive for me to increase my workload if I wanted to, and not take my already existing content and and gate it behind this. You have to pay to watch it, because that would immediately start alienating viewers. So I and especially since all this is optional right now, I know that you don't have to know Twitch streamers have to engage in this practice right now. So since it's optional, I see this as more of a supplementary thing where Twitch streamers would be able to bolster potential income from Twitch by adding additional streams, where it's this is just a sub-only thing. I'm adding it to my regular scheduled thing just for those who want to subscribe. I do agree with what Mizuki said, and it'll be interesting to see how they handle censorship of this kind of stuff. But yeah, that's the way. That's
absolutely,
a way.
Absolutely. All right. Well, that's the end of the first round. We got 8Ball leading it with 8 points. Mizuki in second, and Baritsu Baro and Hayo tied at 6. Let's actually take this in reverse. So Baritsu Baro and Hayo, I'm going to let you guys pick first category here, but to choose the tiebreaker between that, do a quick game of rock, paper, scissors on the stream.
Okay.
You're doing rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Yeah.
We're going on shoot.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Rock, paper, scissors.
Oh,
shoot.
And there it is. Hayo gets first pick. So the articles I've got next for this week are Auto Chess Games taking over, Bernie Sanders has a Twitch channel. Dr. Disrespect is back on Twitch. It's still funny every time I say it. Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo team up to oppose Trump's tariffs on China. Man, that's a lot of words. A Wall Street Journal column about Fortnite becomes a huge meme. Epic Games CEO says that exclusives are the only strategy to shake up the PC gaming status quo. And surprising no one, it was terrible to work on Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Probably the least desirable topic, but some interesting facts in there. Worth looking at. What are you taking first?
I could talk about damn near all of these. So why don't I go ahead and do the auto chess? How about I talk about auto chess?
What is auto chess, Hayo? Explain to me, and why is it popular?
So here's the thing, I borderline don't even know what auto chess is.
Topic?
Whoa! Nobody knows what the fuck this is, and that's kind of my point. Like, these guys they're being sensationalist. This is a 200% a clickbait article saying, "Oh, it's the new Battle Royale." Like, no, it's fucking not, because kids aren't playing this shit. Like, this is definitely a game by the adults for the adults. Disclaimer: all games are by adults. Okay, kids don't make games because games are hard to make. Going back to my point, though,
that's a hot take right there.
No, this game it's sort of cropping up as a new thing, but it's not like the big MOBA killer, the Battle Royale killer, the FPS killer. It's just a new thing people are doing, you know? I played a game of Teamfight Tactics, came in last almost immediately. I swear I died like 20 minutes faster than literally everybody else in the game, because I sort of know what's going on. I've been watching some people play. It's cool to watch. Since when you're playing, you're borderline just watching anyway. Is there going to be a Call of Duty auto chess? No, because it's kind of a fun. You have a lot of these characters from established franchises already doing things that they already do. You're just controlling them a little bit differently, if you're controlling them at all, you know? So it's gotten this sort of sleeper status where some people have heard of it, love it. A few other people are hearing about it now, thanks to everybody. Not everybody. There's a few people came out with them. Dota has one. League has one. There's another one that I feel like was still Dota, but not like officially Dota or something weird. So are they the new Battle Royale? No. They are not the new Battle Royale. They will not be the new Battle Royale, because I could jump into a game of Fortnite and I came in second, my very second time playing. Because it's it's established stuff. We know what's going on. It's just dancing around,
That's all it is.
You got fun, flashy colors, Teamfight Tactics, not quite.
Just Dance Fortnite.
That's good. Britsubaru, which topic would you like to pick?
Real quick, I'll give anyone $5 if they make a meme of Hayo's "Children Don't Make Games" because they're hard to make.
I'll make a meme out of that.
I would love to see that, please. Please, I'll give you $5.
Woo!
That's a lot of money. I might make that.
I'm gonna take the Epic Games.
Oh, okay. I was hoping somebody was gonna pick this one.
Exclusivity.
Well, console exclusivity is the wrong word. Platform exclusivity,
right?
Yes.
Epic Games Store exclusivity.
Please take it away.
So this is interesting because he has doubled down on this multiple times. And it's interesting to see Tim Sweeney, the guy who keeps posting about this on Twitter. He is basically like a champion of the video game industry, or he's presenting himself as that and saying, he's basically saying the only reason that they're doing this is to make Steam change its ways, which is kind of ass backwards, because why would you want your competition to be a better company? That sounds like a ludicrous idea, and
because it's not about making money for him.
That's why I'm very
wary.
Exactly, it's about
this multi-billion-dollar
CEO.
CEO. It's not about the money.
Bullshit, dude. And that's the thing, is like, but he won't shut up about it. He won't stop talking about the fact that this is what he wants. And it's it all looks so good on paper, because basically they're offering a much better deal for publishers. Steam still takes 30%, and Epic only takes, what, 12 or 18?
12.
12? Yeah, so it all on paper, it all looks fantastic, and it's very strange to me, and I'm anticipating seeing what happens from this, but what I will say, the last point I'll make of this is, he is the CEO of a multi-billion-dollar company. He is not a humanitarian. He is not here to help the gaming industry. And the thing I would be very, very afraid of is Epic buying up everything under the radar with this guise of, we're just trying to help everybody, and then owning a monopoly on PC gaming.
If Epic buys THQ Nordic, then we've got a problem, you know?
Oh,
then they own the rights to everything.
Epic's becoming the new Skynet, brothers.
They'll own 248 different IPs
and make games for 10 of them.
That just means destroy all humans Battle Royale.
Oh, okay.
And
no. Battle for Bikini Bottom Battle Royale. Battle Royale for Bikini Bottom.
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
Mizuki,
don't give him ideas. Don't give him ideas.
If I shot someone and I just heard my leg after I was shot and killed a dude,
that actually sounds pretty funny.
Play that game all the time.
Oh god! All right, I'll take the Doctor Disrespect.
Put him in the ground.
So, oh god, dude, it's such a fuck. Everyone sucks here. All right, so Dr. Disrespect at E3, I saw him there.
Actually?
He was honestly kind of a dick, but that's his persona. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I walked by him, and some guy was like, "Oh, Doctor, can you take a picture with me?" And he's just like, $20.
Shit.
And just walked
I saw
by.
a clip of that actually.
And I was like, God damn. But no, so the dude goes into a public bathroom, still fucking recording and Twitch streaming shit, which is not cool on so many levels. It'd be so easy to just get some dick on that, real quick. But what actually happened was there was a kid there and is filming a child in a bathroom in a public place, streaming it to Twitch. He got 2-week suspension, which is, I think, running out or already run out. And so now it seems like he's kind of making a spectacle out of his comeback from this whole thing. He's got a bunch of people subbing to him when there's not even anything playing. It's just him being online with a screensaver or some shit. And he's making this huge thing about him coming back from doing something that's literally a federal crime. He could easily get arrested for this in the coming days, especially now that there's news outlets that have it. So, good on you, Guy Beams, being a fucking douchebag again after cheating on your wife and coming back.
What if he actually gets swatted, but nobody actually doxed him?
Oh, dude, that'd be great. I'd be down with that.
For the record, Around the Monitor,
I'm kind of his persona's creeped. No, we don't enforce endorse spotting or doxing or anything like that. But but if the SWAT team come and takes him while he's streaming for this, I'm fine with that. That's fine. Don't care. He's being a douche, and Twitch is also not doing what they should be. He committed a crime that's filmed on their platform, and they gave him.
But hey, they're making too much money off of this guy.
Step your game up,
they're
Twitch.
Making too much money on this guy.
I hope I hope that Doctor gets arrested and Twitch gets implicated and fined for a shitload of money.
That would be interesting.
That's what I hope happens.
Good.
8Ball, bring us home. What's the final topic of the day?
Alright, so one of them already kind of makes itself, so I can't even pick that one. The Wall Street one, the joke's already kind of there from the community itself on Twitter.
It's pretty good. I do highly recommend that people check it out, because it's pretty funny.
Yeah, so just read that one on your, whatever you ever posted, but whatnot. So I can't pick the other one. So luckily, I could pick Bernie. But Bernie, we're good. Me and him are cool. So I'm gonna pick the actual. We're gonna pick the human costume.
Oh, okay.
Actually.
So
I'm. This one might get a little serious, so just bear in mind. But I kind of want to address this. So this is the 90th fucking time we brought something on that a company has done scandalous. Riot, Notorious. We have EA up there. We had Rockstar. We have like all of these companies come up over and over again. Gaming communities and stuff are their rights are being violated in some way or another. So, I might make a little bit of a connection here, but it reminds me of whenever, say a school shooting happened, and there's discourse on what we should do in light of, okay, a school shooting, like, do we do something with guns or whatnot? People don't want to talk about it right away after it happens, but when's the right time to talk about it? Because we should be talking about it right now. Like, what should we do to plan this or avoid it? And it seems to be it's the same case here, where we don't want to talk about it right after because we're not A, mature enough, or B, there isn't a right time to talk about how do we get the rights of people who make these games matter. And no one gives a fuck. We should be talking about it right now. The problem is the gaming community is too young / I don't think it's not recognized as like a real deal yet. The Wild West was kind of maybe like the 80s and 90s. We're starting to get a little more official with actual esports tourneys for first for RTSs and now like actual esports games in the 2010s. So we're stepping in the right direction of getting those pros legitimate rights, but now the game developers are still slacking behind. So once these companies and stuff get actually recognized, which hopefully with more, it kind of ties in with Bernie and like other politicians saying that these are real things. You couldn't even get a visa to play in Berlin for League Pros because they didn't recognize it as an actual sport or a job. So it's shit like this that I think people just need to realize. And the problem is, as a gaming community, they're a lot of the times too young, or they meme, or they joke around. So I don't know what the correct answer is unless more and more actual companies or higher-ups are actually accounted for. You can even see it in Twitch, and this ties in a lot of our categories, actually. Just ironically see it. That people aren't held responsible for doing really shitty actions, Dr. Disrespect. I don't know why. In the gaming community, it's just absurd that it's just not seen that way. So I just wanted to say, even if I don't have a correct solution, which I myself, as you know, a 26-year-old streamer who was in my room playing Pokemon, don't really have that answer. But we as a community got to be better about recognizing that, hey, the people who make these games, as well as the people playing them, are humans. They deserve respect as well. So
you're here to that. It's interesting to note in this article the kind of the reason behind the terrible crunch in this case is that they originally in Black Ops this was the Call of Duty that had the Battle Royale mode that didn't really succeed because it came packaged in with a $60 game versus all the free-to-play ones. But last year, they had a single-player mode, and it was focused on co-op and a campaign, and they, like, at the Christmas party that year, people, like, play-tested it, and they were like, this is really fun, we like it. And so they all went on their Christmas vacations, and they came back, and they were like, actually, no, people don't like this. We need to like completely remake an entire new campaign for the launch of this game. And they were going to delay it, but then Red Dead Redemption 2 changed its release date, which was like in the shadow of this. So like, fuck, we got to bring it. It has to be made a month earlier than we thought it was going to, and you have to completely remake the campaign. And so they scrambled. They realized they couldn't remake a new campaign in time, and they put together a Battle Royale mode, which is like also I feel like a systemic problem in the video games industry. But it's just such a wild fucking... It's like, of course this happened, you know? It's terrible. But on such a kind of broken record, a sad broken record, this week's winner, for the first time in a while, is the Green 8 Ball. How does it feel? How does it feel, man?
So the last time I think I won, I'm guesstimating here, was when people were still hyped up for Anthem in February. So
yeah, man,
it's been a bit,
yeah, man,
to say the least. And I don't think that's the same case now. I don't know.
What, Anthem? There actually was a topic about Anthem, but I chose not to include it this week. But 8 Ball, are you ready for your minute to win it?
Yeah, I actually got something.
Please take it away.
I have something planned. So, as my moniker introduction here, usually I get called the unlucky tactician. Yeah, I might be. It's true. I might be like one of the most unlucky human beings in existence. It's almost gambling whenever I get up and walk outside every day and get up. So, I play a lot of TF. I play a lot of, in League. I play Fire Emblem. I play XCOM, Pokemon. They're all brutal. I lost my run to Pokemon pretty much yesterday for 4 crits in a row, and it's a long story. Check that out on my Twitch, but pretty unlucky. And what I'm trying to get to is even though I'm really unlucky and I go for these high percentage shots that pretty much will always leave me failing in some capacity, I still go for them. And I wouldn't be the person I am without trying to achieve something that might be out of reach or something like that. So my crux of what I'm trying to say is find something that motivates you to keep going, whether or not it's, it's like the little things, maybe it's gaming or something like that, or your job or somebody else who's like very important to you. Find that reason to keep going. Mine's defying the odds, and hoping that sometime when I press the luck, I won't get a whammy. Don't worry, I think that'll happen soon. But it's just find a way to keep motivated, stay on target, and don't let even if you have setbacks, even as unlucky situations, don't let them get to you and bog you down. There's reasons to still keep pursuing those moments. So.
Heck yeah, man! That was a really nice positive ending to like I said, the sad broken record that is the video games industry.
Yeah.
But that is going to do it for this week of Around the Monitor. Thank you very much for tuning in, listening, watching, wherever you might be enjoying this content. But if you'd like to see more of our content, please subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Twitch, maybe subscribe to us on Twitch, and check us out on Apple iTunes, where you can rate and review us. That is also greatly appreciated. But until next week, is there anything we'd like to plug, boys? 8-Ball, if you'd like to start, I guess.
So besides my own stream, yes, you can check me out at green8ball at twitch.tv. Make sure you also write a note to Twitch that they suck ass for this subject. But go and check out one of my good friends, my mods, is actually having a sub day. If you're not doing anything Saturday, Mandy Moore is streaming. She would appreciate anybody just supporting her during a long ass stream. So I know I've been there. It's a 24-hour stream. Any help is necessary to keep going.
Always good to pay it forward. Mizuki, anything for you to plug?
Check me out on Twitch on occasion at twitch.tv/Mizuki, as written below my name. Yeah, cool. That's probably it.
Britsubaru, anything to plug? You're a free man these days, is what I hear.
I know.
I didn't mean that in the single sense. I meant you don't have a project. But he is also, I suppose.
Well, I just feel, I don't know, I feel like this is something that I would like to do. Just in the wake of, you'll have to forgive me if I'm pronouncing his name, Etika's suicide. I don't know. I have a feeling I would just like to go ahead and, if for literally anybody watching, if any of you need help in any way, seeking help is not a sign of weakness. It's actually the biggest strength that you can show. And just to plug it, the National Suicide Prevention Hotline is 1-800-273-8255. Please, if you need help, seek it, because that is the best thing you can do for yourself and everybody else that you love in your life. And I just thought that would be
nice. Yeah, and Hayo, anything to follow that one up with?
Hell no! What the?
Do you want to,
fuck?
Hayo, would you not like to promote yourself?
I couldn't.
Yeah, do you want to plug your own shit?
I feel like I'm on record saying just some of the worst stuff in regards to like important topics like suicide. I feel like I've just made a joke that I'm not going to repeat here. That's just like, holy shit, this guy is actually scum. So no, you cannot find me anywhere. I'm not on the internet. Don't Google me. Fucking take care of yourself, like 8-Ball and fucking Wes are talking about, dude. Holy shit, avoid my stream. That will not, there is no wholesome content there.
All right, well, I think that's going to do it for this week of Around the Monitor, but We're always available same time next week. Actually, not same time next week because I'm going on vacation for 2 weeks. So we'll probably try and get a stream in on Wednesday for that week's episode.
Really? 2 weeks?
It's for 10
Next
days.
Thursday/Friday is.
Yeah, next Thursday is also
Also that.
July.
That's a good idea. So we would not.
I'm probably gonna be gone.
Yeah, Hayo, fucking. Why don't you care? It's independence. God.
I'm working. Fuck you. I don't get days off. What the hell?
Anyways, that's going to be it for this week's Around the Monitor. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Hopefully we didn't violate too many terms of services. But until next time, this has been Around the Monitor.